Have you been listening to Heather Feather and Rare Bird Medicine? During these years, Heather Feather wants to thank you and let you know that I often pray for all beings that are connected to, in any way, Rare Bird Medicine, whether you're a student, whether you're a client, whether you listen, whether you're part of the YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And for those that are atheistic or agnostic, what that means is Heather collapses quantum waves of probability into the particles of your blessings when she thinks of you, when she connects to the frequency in which we are all imbued in the web of creation. And I wanted to thank you. You know, I'm in this huge transformational period where Rare Bird Medicine, this bird is finally going to launch into the sky and move from this perch she's been on for a long time. And the business is ready to grow. So I wanted to thank you, and I wanted you to know that. Do you find that you have something to defend, an opinion to defend? Do you feel defensive? Are you finding in these hours of your life that there's something you want to protect? If you know the fine musical stylings of Dilated Peoples, then you know the line, the best offense is a good defense. So today I was at the mountain. I am studying A Course in Miracles. A Course in Miracles and also The Way of Mastery are two books that have been written and channeled by Yeshua ben Joseph, or Jesus the Christed One. Heather Feather has often said, the most potent medicine in my mojo bag of all the medicines I've gathered, herbology, all the things I know, coming from a line of medicine, coming from a line of healers and seers, the most powerful medicine I hold is A Course in Miracles and Way of Mastery. And today I was at the mountain studying my lesson, and the lesson is, if I defend myself, I am attacked. Sickness is a defense against the truth. And so if you are defending, if you need to defend something, it's because you believe it's attacked. If you believe something is attacked, you believe something can be a victim. And so Heather has been talking, because this is the period of my life where I am focused in application of all of my medicine personness to the self. There is a component when I read the sentence, because I love the truth, that I want to cry oceans. Sickness is a defense against the truth. I've created an apple-sized tumor in my chest. I did that. That's called sickness. That's called dis-ease. And I am defending against the truth. Me, the truth talker, the truth worker, the truth being the one that loves the truth, the one that came to provide justice and offer truth in the corners of the globe where it's needed most. No. Surely I'm not having a defense against the truth. That would mean I'm harboring lies. I love A Course in Miracles because if you know about it, you know that it's an ego deconstruction system. Some would call it the second coming of Christ. It is a system that is designed to allow you to deconstruct the ego and the value system you've made, and you made it in a sick planet. This planet has a lot of psychopathy, a lot of imbalances, a lot of mental illness, and it's relatively commonplace, and that's okay. It's not bad, but all of that stuff means that a lot of the premises we are beginning from before we start our day start from an idea that may be false, an idea of separation, an idea of loss, an idea of illness, an idea of I can have cost. So when I read this sentence, first of all, if I defend myself, I am attacked. Am I trying to defend anything? I've definitely seen people defend politicians, defend all kinds of things. And it's possible, if there's a creator, that the creator created the all perfectly and doesn't need your support. I think about this a lot. Like, many Native Nations people see us as being created to be. We don't have to become. We don't have to do. We don't have to be something to have value. We can also just be, right? And so if I am defending myself, it's because I believe I'm attacked. If I believe I'm attacked, it's because I believe I can be a victim. Now, eternality certainly cannot be a victim. If you are eternal, atoms are eternal. They cannot be created, they cannot be destroyed. You are made solely of atoms. Scientifically, it is a fact that you are eternal. And then spiritually, every spiritual teaching globally, irrespective of the way they language it, or the culture that exemplifies the philosophy, speaks of the eternality of a soul, the eternality of a spirit, the eternality of something in the spiritual sector that echoes your physical reality of your atoms being eternal. So sickness is a defense against the truth. It means that if I believe I can have disease, if I believe that I can be ill, if I believe that I can die, then what I'm actually doing is defending the false belief that I am not eternal. I am making more precious, more valuable in my consciousness, in my system, the idea that I can be taken away from. I can grow ill and I can die. I can lose my body. Ooh, I can lose my titles and I can lose my position and I can lose my opinions of everything and I can lose my connection to all the people and their opinions of me. Oh no. Is it possible that there is nothing to defend? Heather's been in a great phase of just great acceptance. I think part of what's been happening as I've been kind of containing my energy within myself, I know what's been happening is I've had a beautiful journey being educated in the plant medicine world. I've worked with many different shamans in the past decade in my own evolutionary path and in my own studies. It's, I think, important to always have some type of teacher or some type of teaching if evolution is the aim. And in that journey in the plant medicine realm, I've been integrating the plant medicines that I've received. And part of evolution, part of ego death is integration of shadow and light and having this understanding where things no longer need to be in a fight. I don't need to defend. I don't need to attack. I don't need to protect. I am eternal. I am eternal. I am precious beyond measure. I am the golden jewel of all jewels, just as you are. I am the atoms. I am the stars. I am the stardust making this clay costume that can fuss, you know? So what is it? What is it? Is it that I am eternal? Is it that I am a soul? Is it that I am atoms, which are also eternal? Am I literally, physically, and spiritually eternal? And if I'm eternal and you cut me up, then all the parts that you cut up you're just cubing atoms and they'll come back together and make another Heather Feather for all time. You know what I mean? You can't stop this paradigm. You can't stop the wheels within wheels of being. And so because creation, creativity is always creating, we have this beautiful matrix, this beautiful symbology throughout many different religiosities of the globe of this trine construct where you have a creative principle, you have a preserver principle, and you have a destructive principle. We can see it in Isis, Osiris, and Horus. We can see this principle in Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. We can see it in Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Mother, Maid, and Crone. There is a Trinity aspect that does represent death or cutting or loss or shadow or birth, creation, and then there's this construct of preservation. And those cycles, those circles, those systems in place, the construct of loss, the construct of death, the construct of decay can feel quite threatening. If you believe you're your body, if you believe you are your disease, if you believe you are a terrible character, if you believe you XYZ, whatever it is, it's possible that you're literally everything that ever is, was, or will be, because you are an atomic soup and sea of the all. You always have been, you always will be, you can't escape it. And that's maybe why we always choose to talk about being tired all the time, even though we're made of energy. You know what I mean? But if you are eternal, eternally here, ever present, ever precious, what are you doing with it? Do you need to defend it? Do you need to protect it? Maybe it's time to allow your beingness to fully shine into the all like you've been doing for all time. So what can you stop defending, stop protecting, and what can you allow to really bloom forth from you in this day? You can always subscribe to Rare Bird Medicine on YouTube, like and comment there. I'm Moon.